Hi. Okay, I'm just here to talk about abortion, but my first question was, why should women who are raped have to give birth to that baby?
Yeah, I think it's as simple as, do you believe life matters or not?
I mean, is it because it has a heartbeat when it is conceived?
Well,
Exactly.
right. So what is the question you're asking?
I'm saying that if it
My
isn't-
question to you is, do you believe that life matters?
I do believe life matters after the person is born. Or the
Oh,
child.
after the
we
person's
go.
born. So okay, so
Here we go.
if Riley were to be pregnant, or if any woman were to be pregnant right now, and there's a baby that's 20 weeks developed, is that baby alive?
No.
No.
I mean, not physically. Is it? I mean, it's.
Wait,
Can
so it has a
breathe on its
heartbeat.
own?
It can hear the mom's voice. Has its own fingerprint, its own DNA. It can empty its own bladder. What about it is not alive?
The fact if it doesn't have a heartbeat.
At 20
It does have
weeks,
a heartbeat
it does.
at 20
So
weeks.
heartbeat start at 6 weeks, right? So I'm talking about a 20-week baby, 20-week-year-old baby. How is that not alive?
I mean, I guess we see it different ways, but I mean, in how I see it, you have to cut an umbilical cord to get that child out, and I feel like if that child is still attached to the mother, the mother has to eat to feed the baby. If the child is still living on the baby inside of the mother, it isn't alive.
Well, a mother has to feed a baby months and months and months and months after the baby is already, like, on this planet.
But the mother is feeding the baby. This baby, when it's inside, are they feeding?
So what about someone on a feeding tube? If you don't feed them through their feeding tube, are they not worthy of life?
How old's that person? Are they born? Like, have they been born yet?
But why does the moral
I mean,
worth of a
like-
human being matter whether they're born or not?
Probably. Well, the point that I was trying to get out with it. The point that I was trying to get out with it is that women shouldn't have to be forced to give birth to that child if they don't want to. That's the point I was just trying to get out there.
Okay, let's say I have 2 ultrasounds here. One of the
Are you gonna show the
babies,
dolphin fetus again?
one of them is a baby conceived in rape.
Okay.
The other one is a baby conceived in a loving relationship. Which one is which?
I mean, it's up to them. The thing
No,
is
but
that
which one is which? I can't tell the difference. Help me out.
I'm not saying that there's a difference between those two.
Exactly. So they
children.
both deserve human rights.
No, I'm saying that if a mother doesn't want to give birth to her child, she shouldn't have to.
Okay, so should you be able to commit murder of a newborn if you don't want the baby anymore?
No, you would.
Why?
you
Well, then what's
wouldn't-
the difference?
You wouldn't have the child if you didn't want it. That's the point of abortion.
Well, hold on.
I will.
I hope you never have an abortion, actually. Abortion's really
Well,
bad.
it's my body, my choice. That's the thing.
Well, hold on. If it's your body, your choice, and I'll let Riley chime
So
in.
is it your choice because you're a man and you get to make those
Well,
decisions for
hold
me?
on. Time out.
Yeah.
You want to say that to Riley? Riley's a woman, too. So say the
but-
same statement to her.
I'm
Say the
not
same
saying-
statement to her.
But I'm.
No, your
okay.
logic must be equally applicable to all sexes. Say that same statement
I'm
to her.
saying that she can.
Say the
have-
same statement to her.
I'm not saying that statement to you. I'm saying that you as a man.
just said it to me.
No, I'm saying you as a man should not have. You should have the rights to choose whether I can get an
Okay,
abortion or not.
does she have the rights to choose
Yes,
for you?
she does have the right. She doesn't have the, no one has the right to choose for me.
Okay,
but
so it's not a
me.
man thing. That's what I'm
It
saying.
is a man because Trump is in charge and he is the one. He said that he is the reason that Roe v. Wade is overturned. He said
Praise
that.
the Lord, Roe versus Wade is overturned.
In what way? Like it also kills other women and
You
children.
know we have more babies being born in Texas than ever before since the abolition of abortion. Isn't that a good thing?
And that's why we have such a high population. That's why we have
No, we
12
don't.
million people on
Birth
our.
rates are
Yes,
declining.
we do.
We have a declining population. We have a
Yeah.
population collapse. What are you talking about? The world is on the world is on the verge of a population extinction event. We don't have enough babies. We're below replacement levels in the West.
So you want to make women have
Not
babies?
make. Okay, let's go through fundamental biology. How do people get pregnant?
I know how a woman gets pregnant.
So if you decide to have sex, you might win a certain prize.
What if you don't decide?
I'm sorry, what?
What if you do not decide to have sex and you get raped?
Again, it's still a human life. You don't get to kill a baby just because a human life occurs. Something evil, rape, does not get better when another evil action occurs. And I will say this, somebody in this audience was conceived in rape. Can you tell me who?
It doesn't matter who. That's
Well,
the thing.
that's the thing, is
I'm
they're
not
all human-
I'm not saying that they're not a human life. I'm saying the mother should have the
Okay.
choice whether she
Got
wants
it.
to
No,
give
but
birth to that
you
human
said
life.
they're not a human life, so they are a human life. Therefore, an extermination of human life is called what?
Murder?
So yes, abortion is murder, even in the case of rape, and
It's
that's
an
a hard
embryo,
thing to internalize.
though.
doesn't matter. So,
You're
but
saying it's a child, but it's not.
what
physically a
species
child.
is it?
It is a human, but
Okay.
but is it a? Has the child
So,
formed yet?
but hold on. You're not fully
child yet?
formed. Riley's not fully formed. I'm not fully formed. We actually go through this process of development our entire life. An embryo is just one stage upon human development. It doesn't mean you get less rights just because you're earlier in the human development scale.
I mean, I feel like I do have more rights than a baby that is in someone's
Why does
stomach.
your age give you more rights over an embryo? Why do you have the ability to eliminate a smaller human? Why is that
It's
morally
not that
consistent?
I'm not saying that it's better because it is a smaller human. I'm saying that, oh my God, I'm saying that women themselves should have the choice to get.
Baby has no choice.
Yeah, that's
Thank
why
you.
I should have the choice.
Riley, do you want to take this as a woman?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a flawed logic to insinuate that if you have a heartbeat, these certain qualifications, that is what determines human rights. The moment you're conceived, you are a human, right? We all just agreed that the species is a Homo sapien. You are a human at that point. That's when human rights begin. So I think it's ironic that the other side, who touts human rights, who claims to fight for human rights, they don't believe those belong to children. And as a woman, I believe every single life is worthy. Every life matters.
Okay, well. Well, I mean, there are so many women out there who do get pregnant, and because of laws that there are in place, that they cannot have an abortion, and they have to give birth to that baby. Many women that are pregnant, I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying some of them are drug addicts, some of them just physically can't financially keep a child. What is the solution?
Adoption.
But the thing is that, do you know how many kids are actually adopted from adoption agencies?
Do you know how many women struggle with infertility who would love to adopt a baby?
Exactly. 25% of these kids get adopted before they are 18. And the kids that do not get adopted are let go from the adoption agency, and they do not know what they're doing. Not that they don't know what they're doing.
There certainly could be reforms within the foster care community and within the adoption system, but there are plenty and plenty and plenty of families of women who are hoping to be able to adopt because they can't conceive on their own.
But 25%? Only 25%.
Then there should be a
It's
reform
not
within
for a lack
the
of willingness,
adoption.
though.
What are you going to do about
There's
it?
not a
If you want to say that we cannot have an abortion, but many children are not finding homes until they're 18, and a lot of these kids, once they're let go from adoption agencies, become homeless, become drug addicts, because you say that we cannot have abortion, but you are not doing anything to make
Hold
it
on,
right.
but first of all, number
Yeah,
one.
neither are you.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm 16.
okay. So again, the essence of this, again, and we'll wrap this up. There's twice as many people on the adoption waiting list than there are actually being adopted. Twice as many. So the adoption waiting list is very long. You just have to make it easier to adopt.
Adoption reform.
Well, then that'd mean that only 50% of these kids would be adopted, and there are still 50% of these children which are.
I think she missed.
I think you missed the point. That's okay. Thank you for your time. We'll get to the next question.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wow, that was an interesting debate. Honestly, I really love how the girl went about it, because some people come here to debate Charlie and they all shout, rout, but I think, yeah, she has a point. First of all, she asked this question, and I'm come to trace back to it, but this question is for all of us. Why do women who were raped, why do they supposed to have their baby if they don't want to? This question is a question that most liberals ask, and sometimes I get to get their point though. I'm raped. I'm not ready for the baby. Why should I have to? And Charlie will always be on her neck, and abortion is bad, abortion is not good, abortion is bad. So why do I have to have this baby if I'm not ready? Maybe I'm 16, I'm in college student, I'm in college, I'm trying to have my own life, and this happens. This question comes to Charlie over and over. But to think of it, as Charlie said, so for us, a newborn baby come out, and we can't just stare this baby, kill this baby face and murder or kill this baby. That is the same right we don't have to murder the baby in a womb, because since conception has taken place, there is a living. The same way I cannot murder my newborn baby, the same way I don't have the right. I don't have any rights, whether rape or whatever, accidental pregnancy. I don't have the right to also kill this embryo, something that they call it embryo to prove a point. Yes, I don't have the right to kill an embryo. And as Charlie said, there are so many people on the list, adoption list, waiting to have a baby. So many people who are unfortunate to have kids by themselves. We have so many women who are infertile, so many men that they are infertile, which the option to have babies through adoption. So I don't think we have an excuse to do this. I don't think anybody have an excuse to commit abortion. If we can't take care of the baby, if we feel like we are not ready enough, yes, sometimes we are not ready. We understand. Sometimes college students, we are not ready. And no one can blame us. We are not ready. It happens. So far it has happened. It has happened. People are on the list to have children. So I think the best way is let's just go through the process, bring the baby out and give it out for an adoption. I know many will not agree with me. Yes, I know. Because people say the population is high, it's increasing in crime, people are doing robbery, smoking because they come out, they don't get better families to take. Yes. But then, since we don't have any right to murder people, if we commit crime, murder right now, it's a police case. So I think it's the same right that we don't have on the unborn children. I don't know why people actually refer the embryo as it's not living. It doesn't have the human right. But the question is, it is human. Is that thing in the womb that we call it embryo, is it human? If the answer is yes, if the answer is yes, then it has the human rights as any of us. So I agree with the lady. I mean, I don't agree with the lady though, but I do understand her point about what she's making. She's trying to say we women should have the right to decide. Yes, we women should have the right to decide. But do we have the right to kill people? No. So why then should we have the right to kill the newborn babies? Since it is human, since it is having a heartbeat, because obviously heartbeats, conception, fetus heartbeat starts from 6 weeks. Yes, for us it's 6 weeks old. It has a heartbeat. By 20 weeks, we can identify the sex of a baby. By 30 weeks, you could see the legs, the fingers, the eyes, the nose of the baby. It is a human and it's breathing. So I think it has a human right as any of us. So yeah, I think the lady has a point, but I think I agree with Charlie and Riley like 100%. We should try to protect human rights, even if it is in our womb, even if it is embryo as we call it. So yeah, what do you think about it? Do you also think we should protect the human rights, or as a young lady who was raped, she has every right to do abortion? Well, let me know what you think about this. For me, I think I agree with Charlie, and I really did enjoy this debate. Let me know what you also think in the comment section. And if you want more of this from me, don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching.